toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Utah Utes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Utes will boot it away to start the game. Coming out with it, it's Hudson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas Tech's offense is on the field for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense tonight.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. These guys got knocked around in Big 12 play last year, and that has been a motivating force during the offseason.
Yeah, and you hope it's a motivating force. You hope they were talking about it. You hope it matters to your team that last year was a very big disappointment. With expectations for this squad to end up like they did, a lot of time to stew on it. The whole offseason, Palmer, you better be irritated, and they better come out with some momentum to start Big 12 play.
I think what was so frustrating about this team last year was that on paper, they looked like a team that could compete for the Big 12 championship, but it just didn't show up each and every week. This year, again, these guys look good from a height standpoint, a weight standpoint, a speed standpoint, but they've got to make plays, and it's got to start here today.
The give to the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Looking to pass. It's Morton. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do they do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. Quick pass on the fly motion. Inside the 25. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field. Get it to him early on the first drive. Let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Utah Utes offense will take the field for the first time. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Takes the handoff. It's Dickey. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Grabbed over the middle. It's Virgil. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense.
Turning it on! Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. Made a defender miss. Free up the gut. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. San Diego State is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Snapdragon Stadium today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Cal. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Dampier. Caught near the sticks. It's Parker. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They boot it away on 4th down. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Douglas. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Red Raiders have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy in the ground.
He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosion.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Number 19, with the carry.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
That makes the score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. To the air. It's Dampier. Got his man. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So first down here as they go back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
And the returner will be knocked down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Wants to throw. It's Morton. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Pressure coming. Fires one high and deep. He's got it all right. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
The Utes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No fair catches here, looking for room. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Fires to the tight end. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Red Raiders are flying down the field. From the gun, give on the inside. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Might as well stick with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking to throw on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Going right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Auburn went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Tigers ever do that? Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. There he goes! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Got the quick pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Rushes on him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in third and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
And the Utes will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Caught over the middle. It's Douglas. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Back to throw, it's Morton. Gets it out fast. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds his man. It's Eakin. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, I just can't find any answers.
The give to the left. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Illegal blocking.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. He leaves it with his back. Oh, he's got some space. And he's knocked down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the back. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Morton. Here comes the heat. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Catch in the middle. It's Eakin. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Red Raiders. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he made the extra point without problem. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Dropping back, it's Dampier. That's caught. It's Parker. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Utes will hustle to the line. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Parker. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd down play from the gun. He unleashes a long one. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Going the other way, and he's got room. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Red Raiders will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. It's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Utes are marching down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Turning it on! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense getting set for first down. With the catch, it's Bentley. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the first down, still moving. Spins away from the defense. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Utes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw it to Dampier. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Parker. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And this one is perfect. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Indiana managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Bloomington had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Eakin. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They're going to test the right side with this one. Nice move there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the run, it's Sticky. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
And the Red Raiders have this offense rolling. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Morton. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Red Raiders send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what...
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Morton. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Catch in the middle. It's Virgil. And he'll be brought down.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man. It's Douglas. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Hold offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Red Raiders decide to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short.
Oof, what a break by the returner. You know, he's looking to try to do some damage and make some people miss and make a big play. And he coughed that puppy up, but what a break. How fortunate is he to fall back on that football?
Makes the catch. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. He's looking to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Virgil. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll run it from the gun. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. And the Red Raiders will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Pocket breaking down. The short hands, it's Parker. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbound.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And how about the complementary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Hard running there. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Breaks into the open. Bulldozes his way through. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Red Raiders are on the move. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back. Hand
off from the gun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying play action. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 6 over Ball State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. They've got the screen set up. Plows through the defense. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the back. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Utes just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Sweet cut there. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Got it in the middle, it's Bentley. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Utes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Gets the back moving. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Quarterback empties his backfield. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Touchdown, Utah! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David. But chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Looking to throw. It's Dampier. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He's got him this time. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the ground, it's Parker. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Extending the play. There he goes. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Utes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Oh, he got loose. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utes!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys.
Blue 22! Blue 22!
Back to pass, it's Dampier. They go to the wide receiver screen. He gets in there for the two-point conversion, and now we have a two-possession game. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Give to the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Give to the running back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Virgil. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that foot.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.